Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 19 of the Gambit Spotting podcast. Today's episode is Bishop, the Last X-Man, and beginning of Brood Trouble in the Big Easy. I'm your host, Meg, aka Bunkerducky.
Hi, I'm Vonnie, aka Marvel Millennial.
I'm Riley, aka Cajun Hawk, and on Instagram, Cajun Casual Art.
And I'm on Instagram as Calling the Spirits.
So we have a special update today. Vonnie's actually located and read the entirety of Bishop, the Last X-Man. So you guys don't have to, also because you can't, because it's not on Marvel Unlimited. We're going to start off with that, because we just kind of went over it a couple episodes ago, but didn't have very much detail because, again, it wasn't available. But that problem has now been solved because Vonnie took one for the team and found them, bought them, shipped them to her house, and read them all specifically to give you guys the cliff notes for them, since you can't read them on your own. So we're going to do that,
Vonnie.
and then we're going to... Yay, Vonnie! Then we're going to jump into the Gambit Guide and do part 1 of Brood Trouble in the Big Easy. So I'm going to put it over to Vonnie now for Bishop, the Last X-Man.
So yes, I managed to get hold of the issues for Bishop, the Last X-Man run that started in October 1999 and ran for 16 issues that came out sort of every consecutive month. It's written by Joseph Harris and the art is by George Gentry in the main. And this is currently not available online, hence Meg saying I've had to track down the physical copies. So, and yes, it has some interesting information regarding the witness and who this may be. Wink, wink. A big wink, wink. So I'm going to go through a brief summary of the run and then highlight specific bits relating to the witness. So basically it starts with Bishop remembering the past enemy, who is called Fitzroy, who absorbs people's life forces and kills them in the process, but he does this mainly with children, which, definitely a bad guy. So he heads to find his sister Shard so that he can go after Fitzroy, but she's being used as bait by some troopers that are sent on behalf of someone called the Chronomancer. Bishop knows this may have something to do with Fitzroy as a portal appears, which is one of Fitzroy's other powers. A fight ensues in the apartment block and an innocent boy is caught up in the crossfire and Bishop tries to save him, but as the building is blown up they are transported to another place and time. And Bishop believes that Shard has been killed in this blast, which she wasn't. Bishop and the boy Michael find themselves in a different time and place. It looks like a future, but it's got kind of like a medieval vibe. You could almost say a Robin Hood vibe. I'll just leave that one there with you.
I'm here for this.
They are found by a group who are robbing a coach, and some of them have an M drawn over their eye, just like Bishop. And we find out the young group that Bishop travelled with are some young mutants.
Wow.
Then the last two issues are kind
Michael.
of... yeah, sorry, Michael, we've... Bye. And then the last two issues kind of... They reference the story, but they're actually part of other runs. So, yeah, they're not really sort of needed, them ones. So, the main other person that appears with the group quite a few times along the journey is the Witness. Or should we say Gambit? Yes, I think we should say this, and this run definitely does not shy away from making it clear who the Witness is believed to be. And here are some key moments from the issues that prove this. I first better say that the Witness is a person who is kind of... He looks after and he's adopted that young group of mutants that Bishop goes along with and has helped train them and look after them. And he's also been apparently waiting for Bishop to appear. So, in issue 2, Bishop actually says to the Witness when he first sees him, "Should I see who you really are under there? Lobdell, Gambit." So he refers to him by both names. Bishop also notes that the young mutants know how to steal. Obviously they're doing this to sort of like survive and that. So he says to himself, "Thieves, you train them to be thieves, Lobdell, if that's who you are." So that's interesting. Then in issue 3, during a fight in the camp, Witness tells Link, one of the young mutants, to leave and head to Dundee. As the troopers come at him, he says, Been a while since I done this, though I ain't seen no playing cards in some time, in which we see his eye and his hand light up in a purple-pink energy, and then the tent explodes. Doesn't sound familiar at all.
Never heard of this guy.
No, doesn't remind us of anyone. Issue 7, and now I think this one is like the big key sort of issue in terms of the witness and referencing who it is. A character called Samara refers to the witness as Lobdell, so that's a totally different character referring to him as that. There is also a fight in which the witness tells them to stop, and we see his staff in his hand glow a purple pink. Then later back with Samara, she says to the witness, "Look, your people, Lobdell, even they don't trust you, and why should they?" She's going on at him about how he's trying to revive the X-Men, in which the witness replies, "I made my share of mistakes, Samara, but not with them and not with Bishop." So, and obviously the way that his kind of speech bubbles are wrote as well, it is very Gambit accent-esque as well, with the way that they shorten the words and everything, so there's that as well. Then on this bit, then later on, Bishop asked the witness why he did not go to the Sentinel, as it was sent to find the last surviving X-Men, which includes Witness if he is Gambit. Witness says, which I think you'll want to remember for the next issue we're going to talk about in this issue of the podcast. "You remember when you first met, you and me? You thought I was bad news, right off. Thought I was a traitor even. I ain't done much to deserve being trusted in any time. I suppose that's sure which should have been any different, you. I wasn't truthful with you all. In time I hope you understand. Tell them all I'm proud of them and that I had my reasons for doing what I done." Bishop replies, "You always do. I won't be manipulated, Gambit. Know that." Witness replies, "I believe you, mon ami." And then in issue 8, which is kind of focused on the backstory, and it's got a lot of Wolverine and Storm in this kind of, like I say, Days of Future Past-esque end battle of the X-Men. So during the retelling of the past of the last battle with the X-Men survival and Wolverine and Storm trying to do whatever they can, Storm has this line which is interesting, as Gambit's involvement, as it speaks about Gambit's involvement and whereabouts for this last battle. So she says, "We know not the state of the world. We send you into Goal 19, which is the Sentinel they've transformed to send the message. But if Gambit has reached Shaw and the others, you shall see him there. And if the Hellfire Club has fallen, like so many of us already, then you will hold your secrets and you will wait." Which, interestingly enough, the witness later on we see with this Hellfire clan in this timeline, and also one of the members is actually a Shaw, which we all know a Shaw back in the kind of main timeline of the Hellfire as well. Then we don't really see him after this until issue 14, which is kind of the final battle. And he doesn't really have much involvement other than looking after poor Michael, who is now stranded, and we don't know where he is. So what do you think about that?
So is this the main continuity witness, or is this a separate timeline witness?
I think, well, he's part of this one that he's waiting for, and it's all this battle, and it kind of it links back to like the main timeline, because it's when we go back to Wolverine and Storm, it is our Wolverine and Storm in this last battle. And one of the groups, I should have said that they meet as well, is they do meet a group of Morlocks as well. So, who go and help them. So, I think it's almost like a kind of a possible future, as it were. A bit, again, like Days of Future Past, where it's our lot, but there's, like, if something happens, this is the future that kind of ends up, sort of thing. But yeah, it's actually a really interesting thing, but especially when Gambit was giving that whole, like, I shouldn't be trusted any time, it was quite a thingy page, and it did get me a bit, because you could really hear kind of Gambit and obviously what we know of him and him always trying to prove himself again. You really felt that in sort of this page where he was obviously in this sort of scene that he's doing with Bishop and that. So, but yeah. So I think it's quite clear who the witness might be.
We got more about the witness and his background in this one arc that no one can read than we did in anything else. So,
Maybe he was buried for a reason. It's a conspiracy.
maybe.
It's a conspiracy.
String board comes out.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
String board is
I don't
out.
know. I might need some more convincing.
I'll send you the pictures.
Like, maybe in this, like I said, maybe in this world, like, this witness that is in this world is, like I said, like an alternate timeline split off of our Gambit, or it's another version. So,
Well, I mean,
timey-wimey, different.
Yeah,
That's all.
because like, so was the future that where he like quote unquote like betrayed the X-Men? So did we branch away from that? Because that is how Marvel treats their multiverse, is all the different branches. So like, yeah, this could be potentially an alternate one, but since that didn't end up happening, we have the main continuity.
Well, and then we have the other, I can't remember which issue it was because I didn't go back over my notes like a dumbass from the earlier podcast. There was another alternate timeline witness in the future that one was confirmed to be Gambit, but that was a different world. So it's like some Gambits go off to be the witness and some of them don't.
I couldn't mind. Have we previously mentioned Fitzroy recently in an issue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, I couldn't think. It's just a name, and I was like, why have we mentioned him before, and why is that relevant? Like, it feels connected
he's
somehow.
the
but-
reason-
Bishop's nemesis.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the reason that we get Bishop in the main 616
Yeah,
because
because
he followed Fitzroy.
But I didn't know if
after
he was
him.
linked with Gambit before, but it must have just come up with Bishop again.
Yeah, I think he's just very interconnected with Bishop's stories, so we kind of get both him and the witness at the same time, kind of when we're dealing with Bishop stuff. But that segue here is beautiful. This was unintentional because we didn't know what was in these comics, other than Bishop being in the comics. But all of this background information is going to be very helpful because this episode's issues both deal with Bishop, who's now shown up in the X-Men. So without further ado, thank you, Vonnie, by the way, for your dedication to the cause there. That was above and beyond. We have 2 issues that we're going to go over today. We're going to break up this arc of the Brood Trouble and the Big Easy over a couple of episodes because we are yappers and there's a lot of good content in these particular issues. So we'll do these 2, and then next episode we're going to go and finish out the storyline. But the first one we have today is X-Men 1991, issue number 8. It's part of the ongoing series. The issue title for this one is Tooth and Claw. The cover date is May of 1992. It was actually released in March of 1992. Again, this arc is Brood Trouble in the Big Easy, so that's the name of this event. The writer was Scott Lobdell. The penciler is Jim Lee. Inkers Art Thibert and Jim Lee. Colorist is Joe Rosas. Gambit has a very significant appearance in this issue, and we have a lot of memorable things that occur in this one. There's a lot of good Romy moments, and this is the issue technically that we get Gambit's full name, basically. We learned part of it before. We learned Remy. This is where LeBeau comes from. So, without further ado, I'm going to throw it over to Liv so she can start us off here.
Sweet. Okay, so first off, I would like to... I fished for this before we started recording. I actually have the physical copy of this one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's like in insanely good shape. My wonderful local comic shop lady, Dagmar, shout out Dagmar, she's like my little German grandmother, love her. When I told her that we were doing read-throughs, she was like, oh, well, which ones are you on? And then she pulls out a box, and I actually picked up quite a few good issues, and she's like, yeah, that way you can like actually read them instead of just doing them
A
online.
box labeled Gambit appearances.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Box label Liv's a sucker. She will buy all of these, and she'd put it away.
I cleaned out the Asmus run whenever I found that in her shop too. That's where like all of it came from. I'm only missing a couple from there. I was like, so I'll take these. So she's used to it. She's used to it. Like I'll just go fishing and then I come out with like 20 issues and she's like, cool.
She's like,
You're my
have a
favorite.
case I can take home?
Literally. Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. I was like, oh wait, I have this one. I know I have this one because I was very excited whenever she pulled this one out. So, starting off with this issue, we open to Logan is talking shit to an uncooperative computer, which is relatable. And Jubilee then comes down with Cyclops in tow to try to get Logan to go upstairs so that they can meet the, quote, latest X-dude. And I appreciate the, like, just, they all recognize you just slap X in front of something. But yeah, so Logan is not in the mood, and Cyclops is like, yeah, read the room, Jubilee, like, leave him alone.
You know, to be honest, I don't blame him because uncooperative computers put me in a really bad mood too, so...
Valid.
And I'm like, I grew up with technology. Wolverine, like, imagine him, like, however much of his life was without computers, and now you're throwing them at him. It's like trying to teach my mom to use her cell phone, you know? Like, this is what you do. No, this is what you do.
Oh, God.
She's just like, fuck it. Like, I don't want to do this
There's
anymore.
something wrong with the phone. It's
Yeah.
defective.
Exactly. Wait,
Yep.
do we have the same mom?
I think we've established previously we do in fact
Yeah.
have the same mom. Is she really, really good at somehow managing to get every defective piece of technology ever?
Yeah.
Somehow, it's never her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the internet's not working, but it's not because her phone is suddenly on airplane mode somehow. That's
No,
also-
definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
Wait a
not.
minute. Is this an episode of Sister Sister where they meet?
No. We've already
Apparently.
established that Meg is in fact my mom. So
Oh,
Okay.
you know, I don't know.
No.
Damn you, comics vendor. Anyway, going on.
at least I didn't get this one from him. So.
True.
All right, so going back upstairs, Storm and Xavier are then showing Bishop around the mansion, and they're kind of showing him around, introducing to people as they go. They introduce him to a very shirtless Forge who's working on the Blackbird, and he's apparently feeling quite spicy about his schedule lately and how he has a lot of freed up evenings because of reasons, looking straight at Storm.
Yeah, winks at Storm, basically, like, just say.
If only I didn't have freed up evenings.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yikes. Yeah, everybody's really catty in this one, I'm not gonna lie. They're like, they're kind of like, all right, moving on, and they're, I guess, going in, I'm assuming there's like an elevator or something. They're traveling through the mansion to go meet up with the rest of the group. And Bishop is like waxing poetic about getting to meet Cyclops, and he's the X-Men's greatest leader. And
If
Storm
that's a
just,
highlight,
Excuse me?
no.
Storm just goes like, essentially, shut the fuck up. But to not believe everything that he reads, I'm like,
Wow. Wow. I mean,
know,
she's right.
She is right. I'm surprised that she's like this catty after being like, you know, Forge is right there with his shirt off and staring at her. Like, she should be distracted, and yet she's not because she's like, I'm just gonna go be a bitch to poor Bishop.
the power of cattiness overrules.
It does. Yeah, catty and petty are, I think, two of Storm's favorite emotions.
Yeah, I respect her for
And
it,
that's
though.
fine.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
fine.
great.
It's always
That's
well
why I love her.
executed with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
she's
whatever
really
you
great
want.
at throwing shade, but like in a very
such
like,
an elegant way.
classy way. Yes,
Yes,
an
yeah.
elegant way.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
She just gets away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as she should.
Yes. So when they finally get upstairs to meet everyone, Bishop kind of like goes around the room and he's giving a little like blurb on each one. And he's like, "Oh, like Beast, you're a great philosopher," and blah blah blah. And like every single person down the line, except for Jean, is like, "Ah, you're Jean." And then he moves. Which I also thought was funny.
Hey, Jean.
Gray.
Wow.
And he also tosses out when he gets to Jubilee that Jubilee is the last X-Man, which is ominous. And that there's very little written about Gambit, which is mysterious.
So I have a theory here. Jubilee is the last X-Man because like teenage her yapped everyone else to death. Like, that's what happened.
Yeah. Truth.
Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah. So speaking of the yapping, as soon as Gambit talks, Bishop recognizes him, I'm assuming from the kind of accent how he's talking, and calls him LeBeau, So first time we get, like, we're piecing things together. And things get heated up real quick from there.
I was like, don't hurt Gambit. He's pretty in this issue, okay, Bishop? Like, calm down.
He's very...
Also, Gambit got really offended by somebody saying his last name. It's like, God damn it, that was my secret to tell, and you just outed me to this entire group of people. Like, he gets so mad. He, like, puffs up and, like...
Yeah, he does.
It's rude to drop a body's last name when that buddy hasn't told you could, basically. Like,
Were the flaps out?
They would have been.
They're semi up.
Yeah.
And they are
They're
semi-up. He's in a
Yeah.
defensive position.
Yeah.
He is. God damn it.
They're also
Oh.
mid-lunge as well.
Yeah.
Like, they're the body
It's
posture
very
in this
much
one-
like like, let me at
Look
him.
how
Yeah.
huge Bishop is.
He is huge.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's,
Yeah, that panel underneath.
That's incorrect.
Have you seen the panel underneath? That's actually that's not a deception thing. That is the size
That's
of him
how
against the room.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I
like,
appreciate in that
how-
panel because when they're like squaring up at each other, like, have you ever seen chickens fight? Like, they get all like they pop up and they kind of go at each other, and that panel is basically a human cockfight. That's what that looks like. It looks like two roosters that are about to go at it. I'm not even shitting you. Like, it's hilarious.
You're right.
Cockfight,
You're
chicken,
right.
Maybe-
body, do not pineapple me. It's a poultry. We're talking poultry.
Maybe
not
those
sword
roosters
fighting.
need to can it.
They do.
Wham, wham.
Okay, that was gonna hit a little bit better, but it's fine. It's fine.
Moving on.
Moving on. Where are we? Okay, yeah. So they're squaring up, and Bishop demands that Xavier should read Gambit's thoughts to prove that he is not a traitor, like accused of being a traitor. And then I do appreciate how, like, immediately both Storm and Rogue, like, hop in and defend him. And even Xavier is, like, emphasizing that, like, Gambit's already proven his dedication to the team on, like, more than one occasion. I mean, he definitely has. We've been following this since
From
he
day
got
one.
on the team. Yeah.
He had the most intense orientation and onboarding I've ever seen for a job. They nearly killed him, like, multiple times. Like, we've gone
Yeah.
to space. Yeah, we've gone to an island where everything's trying to kill everybody.
Like, at least two separate occasions of mind control.
Yeah. At what point is it enough? Okay? I feel like the first couple of issues were enough. Like, we did... That's not even all of it. Like, just the first couple, like, alright, you're good. Like, now it's overkill at this point, how much they put it through.
So everybody's all like, meh, tense. And then Jean interrupts this tension by just being like, picnic?
Why not?
I do have to say, like, she's like, you know what, everyone's just hangry. Like, this is where, like, the Snickers campaign came from. I'm like, everybody calm down, let's eat a Snickers. Like, no, it's like, everybody calm down, let's go have a picnic. Like, y'all are hangry, like, bad things are happening, let's get some food and you, see if it, like, mellows everybody out. It's a good call, Jean. And as long as it's not her food, it's probably gonna go well.
I was about to say that!
1000%.
Yep. Yep.
1000%.
Oh, man. So before they disperse to the picnic, Gambit does point out to Rogue that she defended him. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you cared.
You know what's funny? She has that, like, cat ate the canary face when she was like, I kinda don't, you know, but she still kinda does. It's just...
Who said I
adorable.
do?
Yeah, it's adorable. That was too convincing of an accent. Even the cat got into it. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's being really needy today.
Clearly.
Oh, he's a baby. He's a baby.
So, and then Storm also hops in and makes a very solid point that, like, they've known Gambit for months, and Bishop literally just showed up.
You know, that's good
So, like-
sister behavior. Yeah, she's standing up for Remy, as she should.
Setting the precedent.
Oh, wait.
And-
Did y'all see?
yeah.
Did y'all see? In the
See what?
background?
No.
Where Gambit's hand is?
Where's it?
Oh.
Where's his hand?
Ooh.
Where Rogue's
Is it on
like,
her shoulder?
who would you trust? That is
No,
not
is it
a
not
shoulder.
on a waist?
That is the small of her back.
Oh, that's a
Where
good
am I
spot.
looking?
Yeah, where are you looking?
Aw.
Did you
Oh,
get
I was
distracted?
looking at that.
Look,
Okay,
look.
hang on. His hand is on her shoulder in the other panel, okay?
It ain't here. It ain't
Aw.
here.
Yeah, that is you are correct.
You can touch the
There you
swallow
go.
back anytime. I mean, what?
She reached for that pineapple so quick, but she didn't put it up. Oh,
No, because she said the small of
I
her
was-
back, but I was waiting for her
Yes,
to go
yes.
further.
I know.
No,
me too.
That's why it was
It is
there.
in my mind. It just didn't come out my mouth. So it's not. No.
Well,
thought
a
crimes,
mind
ma'am.
pineapple then.
Progress. Mind pineapple.
Mind.
Oh no.
Bonnie's the thought police now. This is rude. In that case, you should hold up the pineapple for the entirety of the episode. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's probably valid. Oh my god. Okay, so still not quite to the picnic yet. We pan back over to Logan. He's trying to get a hold of like some lost memories. Xavier kind of goes to like check on him. They kind of chat a little bit. Xavier's not really much help here, apparently.
Cue my shocked face. Xavier
Ever?
not being very much help.
Yeah.
Like very occasionally just helpful enough to stay like relevant, and then the rest of the time just
Nod.
Wow.
Just nod.
yeah. It's like the bare minimum. All right, so we're finally kicking off this picnic that is so important that we need to like interrupt the tense discussion about potentially betraying the X-Men. And apparently it's a really hot day because like there's not a lot of clothes around. People are like going swimming and stuff. And Scott gets caught gooning over Psylocke when Jean's literally right there, like trying to have a
Obviously.
conversation with him. Like, buddy.
To be fair, I am straight, but in those panels, you have to almost goon over Psylocke. Like, she's like in her bathing suit and getting out of the water, and like, I understand. Scott's still
like
an idiot.
she's like sensually like touching.
right?
Yeah.
Collarbone,
All of a sudden watching
like-
Baywatch here.
Yeah. She's just like, hi, Scott.
Yeah, it's happening in slow motion.
Yeah.
Like her legs and hip area is not human. I do have to point out with her getting out of the water. I've never seen an actual person built like that, and if they were, I'd be concerned. But
should be.
yeah,
No, what's that movie? Is it Fast Times at Ridgemont High where the girl is like walking around in the bathing suit? Like, I'm imagining like that music in my head, like that whole scene, but it's just silent. That's how that happened. Anyway, moving on.
like I'm not mad at him for gooning, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you can't goon with your
Jean's
woman right
mad
there.
at him for gooning.
Jean can absolutely be mad and should be absolutely mad at him for gooning. Because she's like,
Yeah,
bitch,
and-
I'm standing 2 feet from you.
I'm pretty sure that off panel she like gets a little violent with him from like the next page, if that's anything to go by, because there's a point where Bishop's like, or you just there's like an off panel speech bubble of Cyclops going like Jean for the 5,000th time, like take a shot.
To be fair, it's also a terrible idea for him to be having thoughts because both of those women are telepaths.
I know.
Like, you can't
Yeah.
even hide your face card. God knows what your thoughts are.
No, and like, and his speech trails off. He's like, oh, he has, like, because he's talking about Xavier, he's like, perfect. It's like, bro, the brain is not operational.
One of them is
but yeah, it's
just
like,
not the proper one.
oh,
Where is it?
yeah,
Where is
like,
it? Yep.
off
Pineapple.
off panel, there's like a distressed sounding Cyclops, and Bishop's like, is Cyclops under attack? And Storm's like, in a manner of speaking, but it's fine. Leave him alone. He probably deserves it.
He's got it coming for sure.
Oh man, but yeah, so kind of jumped ahead there, but Storm in this kind of other area is like trying to have a little bit of a heart-to-heart with Bishop. She's trying to get him to kind of relax and kind of see things their way, like, hey, you're from the future, like there's a lot going on and we gotta like process stuff. It doesn't really go super well, like it doesn't seem like it's kind of sinking in with Bishop, and he's just like really hyper focused on like, okay, but Gambit's gonna betray you guys and nobody's listening to me, nobody's taking it seriously. Alright, so now that we've kind of covered all the little kind of subgroups, who's doing what, picnic scene!
Yay! Yay!
We've been waiting for
Finally.
this, guys.
We've been waiting for this.
waiting.
We've been
Robbie
waiting
content.
for this. This is iconic. If you guys have not read this before, please
Shame
go
on you.
and
Yes.
just
For
the next
shame.
few pages. They're classic. I will say, for someone who needs to avoid skin contact with other people, that is a risky outfit, Rogue.
You know, you hush, you leave her be. She knows exactly what she is doing. Okay.
She does, but damn.
Are you having a moment?
Oh, no.
Yes. I mean...
Well, take all the time you need.
Yeah.
I understand.
Like, there's a lot of faith being put into this top.
A lot, yes.
Yeah.
It's
The
a
magic
warm
of
day,
comics.
okay?
Well, I think because Rex,
Yeah,
shout out
for
to
real.
Rex, she did like the picnic top for a cosplay, and
She
it had to
did.
be like fortified to handle
And
things.
blessed.
Yes.
Yes.
So like knowing the effort that the cosplay put and the amount of faith that had to be in, and knowing that it was made of not just material, like that the material of Rogue's shirt in the comic is doing a lot of heavy lifting. All right, like
Literally.
literally, yeah. It's
Yeah. There's some anti-gravity happening here.
There definitely yes.
Oh, man. Where was I? Oof. Okay.
Distracted by the picnic outfit. That's where you were.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Rogue has made, quote, a Cajun meal with her own two hands, and an immediate innuendo ensues. She gets real flustered, and there's so much flirting. There's so much heavy flirting between these two. Like, I can't.
I will say, like, when I was a kid, like, this page in particular had a lot of, like, effect on me. And, like, like, this is how Megan learned to flirt. Like, this is where this comes from, is this fucking comic books. So, that's why my sense of humor is so dirty.
Okay.
See, I get an innuendo right off the bat. Like, that's how I learned.
I do love how they've got a close-up of his face when he's saying that. It's just like his eye and just like a little smirk as well.
That expression is doing some stuff there, yeah.
Do we need a mind pineapple?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, don't act like it's not doing anything for you.
I think this page
man.
has something for all four of us, okay? So
Yeah.
we can all hard agree across the board on this. This is a good page. It's a good page.
I was like, what's actually on the plate
I don't even know
that
what's
she
on
There's a
dropped?
plate?
it looks like... It,
It looks
honestly
like-
looks like macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
And then a piece
Gruel.
of fish.
Oh, it looks like a feather.
I thought that was a hunk of cheese. Okay, so I feel like this is a good Rorschach test for everybody.
Yeah.
We
What
got
do
a
you
fish, a
see?
feather, and
I
cheese.
thought that was like a fillet of fish or something.
Is it? I can't tell.
I wouldn't bring
It's
that
just-
to a picnic.
It's just...
No.
Bonnie's from the
Ooh.
UK. They do fish for like everything over there. I'm not wrong. You know I'm not wrong, Bonnie.
That, I'm sorry, but
No,
that don't
you're
look
not
Cajun
wrong.
to me, so...
Yeah, see, that's where I was like,
Sorry, Rogue.
what
Sorry, Rogue.
Cajun meal is this that we're
Maybe
looking
it's
at
catfish.
entirely?
That would be Cajun-ish. I'm trying my best to make a connection here.
You're trying real hard. I feel like we need to
We're
toss
grasping
that
every
one
straw
up
out
for
there in the world.
Yeah.
we should toss that one up for an interpretive vote.
Okay,
Yeah.
What
let's
do
go
y'all
on
Yeah,
think
do
this
a
Instagram.
poll.
is?
We're
do
gonna
a
do a poll
poll.
on Instagram.
What is
What's
this?
What is this dish?
Oh man. Okay, so I do have a comment on the dialogue here. So she does it like 3 times, I think, like really in really quick succession, where she uses y'all as a singular. Because she's specifically talking to Gambit. She's like, honestly, talking to y'all, like, y'all can be used as a singular, but it's less common, and definitely not with like the frequency that she's using it here. So I feel like that was definitely a like, yeah, what did the Southerners sound like? Oh, just tossing y'all at like every opportunity kind of thing with the dialogue.
You know, I default to you, Texas, as you should have the best grasp of the y'all of all of us. Riley's probably pretty close too.
Oh, I use y'all all the time.
Yeah.
Never.
Well, I do, but only because my dad did, which is weird because my dad was born and raised in California. I don't know how he got it, but he used to say it, so I picked it up.
Yeah, so I was gonna say we don't really gatekeep that. So like I've definitely, you're good, you can use it. It's fine. We're gonna be like, nah, you're not from the South, you can't use it. Just use it
That's
properly,
my word.
ideally. Yeah. Yeah, we don't
think
gatekeep.
most of
if
the
you
southern words.
see people
I'm
that
stealing
do.
y'all.
I mean, what other southern words are there? I feel like I shouldn't open that up for questions.
Fixin'.
Yeehaw!
I say fixin'. I say fixin' a lot.
Fixin's a good word. I don't use that one.
Fixin'.
That is a good word.
I'm fixin' to
Fixin'
go.
to-
I'm fixin' go. Vonnie's
Yeehaw.
fixin'
That's what
go
you fucking
sleep.
went with.
I did. Yes, yeehaw.
I was trying to think how you were using the fixing there.
Oh yeah, Vonnie's fixin' go sleep.
Oh yeah, like you're about to do something.
You're about to, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'm fixing to go to the store.
Oh.
I love
new
it.
one.
I love it. Fixin'. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, you should have. Meg, I'm judging you a little bit again because ye fucking haw. You could have gone with a bless your heart.
Yeah.
You could have gone with a bless your heart.
Yeah. Bless you. Yeah, bless your heart.
Howdy? Is it howdy
Yes,
another
sir.
one?
Look, howdy is
Keep
fine.
picking hard.
You can say howdy.
All right.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
are we
I
done?
need my last haw for the day. Let's continue. Yes, I know. That's where I stole that from. Miss Yeehaw, you're all mad about it. You have a sticker on your water bottle that literally says
Literally.
That feels like something where I'm allowed and you're not.
Gatekeeping.
it. Y'all is okay, but you're gatekeeping Yeehaw.
Yes.
All right, that's fine. You can keep
Okay.
it. I don't want it anyway.
Bless your heart.
Oh, I know that's an insult
P
now.
picking hard. E picking hard.
Anyway, back to Rogue and Gambit.
Okay, did we get that out of our systems? Are we good now?
We'll find
Yes.
out.
Okay, wonderful.
Low five. Come on,
All
dude.
right. So there's all this flirting and whatnot, and Rogue runs off playfully, and Gambit pursues. Rinse and repeat this for the next 30 years, anyone?
The accuracy of that statement. Yes. Yes.
Summing it up right there. And Rogue ends up running headlong into Bishop, which, like, how could she miss him? He's apparently huge.
Yeah. He's literally a door.
So then there's, like, more puff chest postulating, and Gambit quickly makes clear that he does not like Bishop, like, literally says, like, I do not like you, which I appreciate. There's more tension, and Bishop ends up actually taking a couple of swings at Gambit, and they land. So that's pretty impressive from what we've seen with Gambit's fighting style up to this point. Like, it's literally a plot point that they feel they need to point out whenever it happens. It's like, oh my god, someone got a hit on Gambit. Bishop gets a hit on him twice. He's 2 for 2. Like, fuck. He ends up knocking him into Rogue, who then falls off what is essentially a cliff, like in upstate New York, I guess, into this water below.
That geography doesn't make sense, but I'll allow it.
It doesn't. A lot
I
of the
also have
geography
to say-
doesn't make sense around the match. They have everything.
Yes. This is the first time I think we really see Gambit, like, lose his temper. And I mean, like, really lose his temper. Not just, like, be annoyed. Like, he was legitimately, like, pissed off that Rogue has now been potentially injured, even though she's doesn't really get hurt because of Bishop. So she's like, he's just like, you fucked with my woman! Like, I am going to beat the shit out of you. Just his face is so angry, and he's just like, alright, gloves are off, bitch, let's go. Like, it's great.
I mean,
Yeah.
the flaps would be up.
The flaps
flaps
would
would
be
be
erect.
They would be. We have to.
Why did we have to use
with
that
the-
word?
Posture.
The flared nostrils in the panels here.
Yes.
The flaps.
Yeah, with that, him losing his temper, I think that's because, and again, just because I've been in the world of Bishop and Gambit, what feels like for the past couple of weeks, I think it's because Gambit, as much as he puts on like a front with them all, he does just want to sort of belong, and he gives them, and he is settled in sort of with the X-Men, and he's starting to settle in, and he has a thing for Rogue as well, but has been accepted into them. And then this guy appears accusing him of being a traitor, untrustworthy, and yes, he's done things in the past that he's ashamed of, but Bishop turning up and doing that just hits a nerve, and I think he's actually scared to lose what he has right now, hence why you see him sort of lose his temper easily, because Bishop's kind of got under his skin with that.
Yeah.
We've got a lot on the line at this moment, and Bishop is being a dick.
Yes.
Bishop is really being a dick. Okay. I have a
Justifiably
little
being
quick
a dick.
aside, but like, my quick aside is a lot less introspective than Vonnie's, and now I feel like I'm not qualified here. But hi.
So it's not a yeehaw moment.
Anyways, okay. So my quick aside, which is a lot less deep dive into characters and feelings, is between like the little yellow bands like on his wrists and the shirt here. It's not technically cropped, but like when he's throwing his projectiles, his rocks, it does right up. So like I feel like this might be part of the inspo source for our beloved crop bit.
Yeah, that shirt is awfully short in this entire like you said, it's not quite a crop top, but it becomes one very quickly if he does like this. Like it's not even like a full arms above the head. It's just like slightly raise your shoulders and your tummy comes out. Which I'm not knocking. I do not mind it. Do not get me wrong.
Showing some skin.
I'm in a tangent because when X-Men 97 came out, there was so many people that were like, Gambit would never wear a crop top. And I'm like, there's at least 4 times
There's a
in
lot of
canon
issues.
that I could just think of off the top of my head. Not even recent comics, like old comics where that man is showing
like
his
OG
midriff. This
90s
is
ones.
not
Yeah.
out of character for
The
him
Thanksgiving
at all.
ones
not.
were...
Yeah.
It's not out of the time zone as well either. It's the,
Yeah.
it's the
No.
90s.
Very much something that he did. So suck it, you guys. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is just one
Yeah.
penny.
Also,
Yeah.
like, can we maybe bring it back? Because I'm not gonna
I
lie,
mean-
like
Oh, it hasn't
it's
reached
a good
y'all
look.
yet?
So okay, I actually
seeing
did
it here.
see. I did see my first one in the wild.
In the wild.
Because in the wild. Well, because
Oh, here
I
we
feel like
go.
I absolutely would not see that like in my previous undisclosed living location. But now that I am in Austin, yeah, I definitely like saw a dude in like the crop top, and he was also had little short shorts and like little hoochie daddy shorts. I'm like, sir, that is a good look.
Bonnie's like, Vonnie, are crop tops coming out over there?
Maybe when one year we'll get a summer.
No.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll find some for you in San Diego. I'm sure we'll be able to catch one in the wild down
Oh
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
you can
right.
probably find some in San Diego.
Take
I
a
will
little
melt.
of that back with you.
Bonnie's like, the things I got to see. Like,
Midriffs.
we got to give you something to think about on those cold
Boy,
all winter
midriff.
nights.
Scandalous.
Anyway, moving on. Well, we're all distracted
Moving
by
on.
crop tops.
Ugh, it's just in my head. So Gambit charges up some rocks to throw at Bishop, who then ups the ante with a plasma rifle. Like fuck.
It's like an
and-
overreaction. Just a touch.
Yeah. You brought some rocks to a gunfight. And Gambit then reaches for a boysenberry pie.
You know, that's a valid weapon because it's probably hot, so it would burn you as well as being messy. So,
Would it be
I mean, it's
hot?
not. Theoretically, you want your pie warm, right? I'm being innocent. Do not. Bonnie's waiting for it. No, I'm just saying certain pies,
I
like
also
fruit
like my
pies, are
pie
I'm
better
gonna
being
agree.
warm than cold. You don't want like a cold fruit pie.
Yes.
That's just weird.
Right.
So it should
Fruit
theoretically
pies,
be at
warm.
least warmed up. Yes.
Yeah.
So like,
behaving
there's a
myself.
potential for a burn injury here. That's all I'm saying. You're making a face. I'm going to behave. I'm being judged by at least 2 of you right now. I'm just saying, for eating wise, like physical food that goes in your mouth,
I'm
fruit
on your
pie should
side.
be warm. Yeah. All
I'm
right.
on your side.
Moving on. I threaded the needle real close there.
You really did. So something that you probably should have seen coming. Gambit then throws the pie at Bishop, who ducks, and in something from a 1930s movie, it lands straight into Rogue's face. She's rightfully pissed. She spent a long time making that pie and smacks her in the face. And that at least gives this like little moment of some tiny bit of common ground between Gambit and Bishop of like, oh
Yeah.
shit, please don't murder us.
Like, she absolutely would murder both of them, and they both know it too. Like,
Yeah.
Bishop, I know he's new here, but he's like, oh shit, like this is, we have fucked up. Like we need to,
He's seen
we need
the
to take
archives.
a step. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that one gets a little crazy. Maybe we should not. Yeah. Yes, she does.
Yeah. It does end up, it kind of eases the tension a little bit, at least enough for the three of them to, like, talk instead of trying to murder each other for a minute. And Rogue then tells Bishop that he should hate Gambit for the scoundrel that he is now and not the traitor that he might be in the future.
That's actually a very valid opinion. Like, there's enough reasons now. You don't need to add shit to it. Like, he's kind of a turd.
Thank
Affectionate.
you.
Yeah.
And then we get like one of my absolute favorite panels, the pose that Amelia Vidal had that variant cover, the homage, is where Rogue tells Bishop that for the moment, Gambit walks along the side of the angels.
Oh, hang on. Valid thing.
His smirk.
I have it right here.
Yeah,
Yep,
I've got
both of us.
mine.
Oh, there's so much
Why-
glare. You
Bought
did like
so
the
many copies of
influencer
this.
hand or whatever.
Yeah, influencer.
See, my camera doesn't fuck it up. Good camera. Do your job. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's such a nice cover, that.
Mean.
And side
Yeah, that's
tangent, for
gorgeous.
those of you attending RomyCon, I have several of these that are going to be in the raffle. So if you don't have the cover, you can
Which
get
is
it.
what I'm wearing today.
Ooh,
Way to rep.
wonderful.
Anyway.
I couldn't find
Back
mine.
to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We got distracted by
yes.
the Gambit side of Angels.
It's adorable. Like the
is
little
adorable.
side by side. Wait, hang on. Meg, toss yours up real quick.
Okay.
I went past it. There it is. Okay, so we got. See, there's no glare on this because it's this terrible newspaper paper.
Oh,
Yep.
But I mean, like
that's cute.
That's pretty great.
That is
Yeah.
That is
perfect.
great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Perfect
Like,
homage.
cats yelling at each other in the background.
That is one of my favorite panels of all time, though. I think like that
I do love
particular
it.
panel, the two of them, is like top 10 for me of my favorite panels. The two
It's
of
so
them.
cute.
It's adorable.
It's a good
Agreed.
one.
Okay, so the line there is that Gambit walks along the side of the angels. This inadvertently sets up this perfect response as this mysterious like energy blast comes from off panel. Someone announcing that like Gambit's about to be walking with the angels.
Yeah. That's wearing a very suspicious outfit, by the way.
Sprats.
Yes, Belladonna, my love, what is this outfit?
You know, it could be worse. You could see her hair too.
Oh, wait for it. Just wait.
At least
But
they didn't get us
Stringboard-
with that right off the bat. They made you wait for it. Like you thought.
Oh,
the
yeah,
outfit
they
was
saved
bad.
it.
Oh, the hair.
Oh wait.
They
Let's show
said
the
you're
hair.
not ready for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't do it all at once. It's too much.
No.
They're
well,
just playing.
I'm going to
that's
put connections to things that aren't there, but I think they are there actually. So I think there's references to Gambit in this, or like the guild, or whichever, if it's looking at it that way. So in her outfit, you've got the leggings, which actually represent Gambit's boots, because they're the similar sort of metal type. And then the line pattern that she has on that like front V, that is, if you look at Gambit's chest plate and you know kind of like the top collar bit, it has the same sort of line
The blue
pattern.
bit?
Yeah. And then she also has a head sock on for this to hide her hair.
She's
But yeah.
got to control the mullet somehow.
Oh, God.
You know, I wonder, like, did the thieves and the assassins use, like, the same tailor? Like, is he just, like, the Switzerland involved in this particular, like,
Probably.
battle between the clans? He's like, I'm not getting involved, but I will make everyone's uniforms so that they match aesthetically. Like,
Yeah, just give them different colours. Different
yeah,
colours.
like, you guys are this
Opponent
color, you
colours.
guys are this color. That's a good capitalist there. He's just making the best of both worlds. Profit off both guilds.
That'd be a war dog. So Belladonna shows up. Bishop and Belladonna essentially fight over who gets to kill Gambit. The boy is in high demand today. And Gambit then pulls Bishop back. He drops this bombshell that this mystery lady is his wife.
Dun, dun, dun.
Rogue's face in this, by the way, is the best. Just like, what the fuck? Like, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It is priceless. It is a priceless panel. Wait, Liv, you have the issue. Show us your face.
Yes. Okay, hang on. I have to flip through things. Oh, shit. Don't fall apart. You I also love
There it is.
your what with like 4 speech bubbles coming down.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Everybody's like, excuse me?
Yeah. That's the proper reaction to that, by the way. When you find out
Yes, it is.
this person you know has a wife that they did not tell you about.
So we have this like emergency meeting. Like Gambit has a wife. What the fuck? It was like picnic over. Everybody's going to the war room.
Yeah,
We're back
that's
in
a picnic.
uniforms.
Picnic ruiner right there.
Yeah. Jubilee has a line in here. She says someone was actually desperate enough to become Mrs. Gambit.
Dang. That's so rude, man.
It's so rude.
She's just mad it wasn't her.
Because she so totally doesn't have a crush on
She
him.
totally
It goes back to,
doesn't
like, the
know.
lady doth protest too much, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, Rogue's just standing there going, Miss Gambit does have a nice ring to it.
Ha!
She's like, So is the position still open? Is he taking new applications?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unclear.
Is it just become
unclear.
available?
Yeah. Seems like with the murder that this might not work out. Like, the attempted murder, this might not work out over here.
Alright, so we're gonna get some background here. Jubilee's trying to call shenanigans. She's like, oh, Belladonna is only here now that Gambit's like a big time X-Man. Belladonna tells her to shush, finally, and starts then dropping all this lore about clans and assassins guilds and thieves guilds.
You know, this is, I think, the one time I actually agree with Belladonna. Jubilee needs to hush. Like, alright.
I mean,
I'll
she's
give her
better
that
for like
one.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
She's like,
That's
"Hush."
all it should take, because teenage Jubilee is a lot, as we've discussed.
Yeah. Also, in her kind of like lore dropping here, it's snuck in there, like in between a couple of lines here, but she like casually indirectly drops that Gambit doesn't know who his parents are and that the Thieves Guild raised him. That's the first time that that's brought up.
Yeah. Way to just dime him out completely, Belladonna.
Like he got his last name revealed. He's like, also I have a wife. And also, I don't know who my parents are. Like, we're learning more about this man in this issue than we have in
from
the
other
last.
people. From other people,
From
not
other
from him.
people.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly,
he hasn't
yeah.
said shit. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, your dark secrets? Here, let's give them to
Yeah,
everyone.
that guy.
Yeah.
Y'all got any plans? We're gonna spill it all right here.
Yeah, he's an
Right
orphan.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, we've got these 2 guilds. They're at war. Everything's bad. Gambit thinks that it's his fault. We then have a little bit of flashback time for
We get a
some
shirtless
context.
Gambit, though. We get a shirtless Gambit.
We do get a shirtless Gambit because it is apparently a requirement to have a sword duel shirtless, like Star Trek style. You hadn't put that together yet, had you?
I'm going to behave because there was an innuendo here that I was going to make about sword fighting, but I will behave. Because the Star Trek
I didn't go there.
threw me. I was going there, and then the Star Trek threw me. How dare you make a reference that's relevant to shit my husband
Also,
watches. Uh-oh.
fun fact. I have a bookmark with that. Oh, whoops.
Oh,
But yeah, that picture. That picture.
That doesn't
try
happen
that
with the... That doesn't
Here we
happen
go,
with the
here we
awful
go.
paper version.
So, yeah, that one.
nice.
Judgmental
Ignore my
cat.
fucking cat.
So funny.
The cat
Yeah,
apparently really
it's
likes
a
the
bookmark.
bookmark.
Yeah. And he is not smoking in the bookmark, of course.
No.
Yeah, we can't
Yeah.
tell the
That'd be a bad
children. We're trying to get the children to read and not smoke. That
Yeah.
was like the 90s
Can you
manifesto
imagine?
for teaching children.
Can you imagine if they went back and changed all these?
Oh
It
my
would
God.
look awkward.
It would- Like, what's
It would look
he's
so-
just standing there like this? Is he doing the peace
Yeah,
sign?
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
What
Or
else does
when
he
they're
have
like-
between his fingers?
Yeah. Like, why does he keep covering his mouth so much? That's weird. Because the man smoked
This is
like a
actually a very
train.
cool
Spoiler
pose.
alert.
Oh, yeah. So we get this background info, like kind of rapid fire. So Gambit and Belladonna had an arranged marriage to unite the guilds. Her brother objected. Gambit killed him in a sword fight, shut up Meg, and was exiled in order to try to keep the peace, even though it was ruled as a self-defense.
You know, as we discussed in the earlier episodes here, it is kind of hard to, like, for your relationship to come back from killing your brother-in-law. Like, even with the best of intentions, that's a hard thing to get over, you know?
I mean, but he was a jerk.
I mean, yeah, and from this pose,
but
he
we'll
kind
get
of went
there.
out like a
He
blade.
did need killing. He did need killing. Don't get me wrong. However, you know, his sister probably isn't going to as easily forgive that as we did. So,
Or unless it was a Summers.
you know,
I mean, okay, but no, she was gonna go. Sorry, pausing here. But like, she was gonna follow him whenever he got exiled. Remember? Like, I know we haven't technically gotten this in the reading order, but we
Yeah.
covered this earlier in our overview. Like, even though he literally just killed her brother, and he's like, okay, so I'm gonna like go so that we can kind of keep the peace here. It's gonna be best for everybody. And Belladonna's like, I'll go with you, and he's like, no, I don't want you to lose like your family on top of everything.
but then she's still kind of mad about it.
Yeah, she's still mad
She's-
about it.
She's still mad about it. So,
Like,
maybe that was
honestly,
see,
neither one is a good choice. Like,
I have a
it was
straightforward
kind of an
theory here.
impossible. Oh,
she was
Here we
trying
go.
to go with him so she could kill him back for killing her brother. Maybe it was a setup, and Gambit knew it was a setup, and that's why he's like, "No, you're fine. You stay here." I'm just saying, she is awful, like, backstabby.
yeah, but if she wanted to kill him, she's got a lot of time to do that.
True. He probably would have been dead pretty quickly afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless she's playing the long game. Who knows?
That's a long ass game.
Not as long as the Gambit Rogue game was. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so shit's happening in New Orleans, and everyone immediately is like down to go to New Orleans to help Gambit fix all the guild drama that he feels is his responsibility. So it's like, aw,
Aw. I do hate that this was Cyclops' idea, though. 'Cause
that's
he's
valid.
like, we'll go with you, and then everybody else is like, yes. Like, why did he
Yeah,
have to
road
say that?
trip.
But I do like how Beast is just like, in time for Mardi Gras.
See, Beast has a party side. He's waiting for that to come out.
So my thing is, if
yeah.
they were at a picnic, right?
I see where you're going here. Yes, please go on.
How is it Mardi Gras?
Indeed. A picnic in
I'll
New
let y'all
York.
do research. I'll let y'all do research on that.
You know, New York was, to be fair, in, like, February, March, doing that thing where it was, like, 90 and then 30. So, maybe it was a nice... It was, like, one of those false spring days. You know? Before they
It
get
looked
second,
real
third, and
hot.
third winter.
That could happen over here in Britain. We have a lot of them. They false lead us into that we're getting a different season, and then it jumps into winter again.
It's just always hot here, so I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
You do
with
live in
Riley
fucking
on this
Florida,
one.
Riley. Well, was it your, like, Texas in, like, February and March doing the bipolar thing, too? Where it was, like, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot.
Yes.
So it is possible.
Okay. Hang on. You are correct.
It's always
because
hot.
I was literally just thinking about that. So the day after my wedding, it was hot as balls.
Yeah.
That was around Mardi Gras time.
It's very
Yeah.
hot.
Okay. But that's also Texas. Like, I haven't seen New York hit fucking 90s in March.
It's plausible.
This is devolving
They
into
were-
a debate about the
they-
weather and climate change.
Yeah, the
Maybe not in
90s were a very
but
different
definitely
time.
now. Definitely
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
The holes in the
Yeah.
ozone might be a little different. Anyway.
Well, depending on what time it actually hits, it could be February or March.
Oh, that's true.
So there may have been a window where a picnic theoretically could have been possible
Small chance. Small
in that
chance.
time of year in New York. But I think they just really wanted to go to Mardi Gras, so that's
Yeah.
why that happened.
It has to be Mardi Gras. You're going to New Orleans as a requirement.
That makes all this shit that's going to happen easier to just kind of ignore because everything else is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's stuff going on.
It's for the plot. It's
Also,
fine.
like, I don't know why it got all the way to the like end of this issue for me to realize, but like based on the cover date, this is actually my birthday issue.
Oh wow.
This one?
This one.
Wow.
Because it's May of 92.
Wow.
Oh.
92.
I'm claiming
Wow.
it.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I'm just
You get
thinking,
it.
oh.
I don't know.
I know.
I was celebrating a birthday, just not birthday 0.
Mine is
Yeah,
mine is I
same.
think Rogue Public Enemy #1. That
Ooh.
I need to look
Yeah.
up my issue.
Mine is like, I
Right.
don't remember. Some Avengers random. It
the
ain't
only
even
reason
an
I know
X-Men
is
thing.
because I did that that podcast with the guy that does the X horoscopes.
Oh, the
Horoscopes.
horoscope one, right?
Yeah, and we did like a whole
X horoscopes?
yes, we did a whole episode on like my basically like star sign and predictions based
Ooh.
on the comic. It was very fun. So
That's awesome.
you guys have to. I will link it for you guys to listen to if you want to hear me droll on about that. But it was a very.
Yeah.
He did like a tarot reading. It was fun. Anyway.
Neat.
So
Okay,
back
sorry,
to the
we
last
went
little
like
bit
way
of
off the
X-Men.
rails.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, the last
That
little bit of this issue. So we're wrapped up with the X-Men part, and this issue wraps up by kind of going down to New Orleans, and Ghost Rider shows up, and he scares the living shit out of some poor local sheriff, and that sets up this crossover in the next issue.
Which brings us to Ghost Rider number 26 from the 1990 Ghost Rider series. This is part of the ongoing Ghost Rider series. The title for this issue is Blood Feud. The cover date is June of 92, actually released in April of 92. This is part, again, of the Brood Trouble in the Big Easy arc. The writer for this one is Howard Mackey. The penciler is Ron Wagner. Inker is Mike Witherby. Colorist is George Wright. And there's a pretty significant Gambit appearance. Not quite as much as there was in the X-Men, but we still get him pretty significantly in this particular issue. Starting with the cover, what is up with Scott on the cover? I know he's supposed to be tied up, but what is that face? Like,
It looks
what
like
is
he's
that
doing
face?
like Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, it's like so. The cover, if you guys haven't seen it, there's like this presumably brood goo. Is that? It's kind of like
Oh, don't
A
ever
web.
say brood goo.
Brood Goo.
Please, no.
it's like a
It's that
web
gag
of
stuff.
brood
Skag.
stuff that's supposedly holding these like the X-Men hostage somehow, and they have that again the X position, but Scott's face just I don't know. He's either like what way too into it or
I was gonna say.
dying. I can't tell. It's either or. It can go either way.
No, Gambit looks like he's yelling at Cyclops' ass.
That's
Where's no
all
one going
of
to
Cyclops.
mention the taint shop?
You know, I was... Yeah. That's a good one. It is a good one. Par for
I'm
the
surprised
course.
it wasn't mentioned by you, Meg.
No.
I'm trying to be better.
She's sleeping on the job over here.
I'm trying to be better. Also, full disclosure, when I was reading this, I was a little bit tipsy. So, you get what you get. You're
Even
lucky there's
better.
words on the page.
I was going to say, why was that radar not more highlighted?
Because I was consciously aware of, like, I can't be super deranged today. So
Why not? What makes it any
Yeah,
different?
why not?
rude, but not incorrect.
Uh-huh.
Facts.
Anyway. Down in New Orleans.
Down in New Orleans.
Hold on, wait a
The
second.
blood... Okay.
I just wanted to hear the purring.
The
Okay, you
and
can
the
continue.
cat purring was a perfect combination of things.
Sorry.
No.
It's just so cute.
So, down in New Orleans, the blood feud is going strong, and an assassin takes out another thief while the Mardi Gras festivities are going on.
That is the
Because
best
there's
time
no other
for a murder
festival, right?
spree. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're going to be on a murder spree when there's lots of people there and you can slip into the crowd, it makes it easier, maybe.
Like, how else would you know that it's New Orleans?
There's always a festival. Always a parade. But it always has to be, you know, Mardi
Always
Gras.
Mardi Gras.
It's always Fat Tuesday. Always.
Yep.
Always.
Ghost Rider rolls in with a surprising amount of, like, introspection. There's a lot of, like, monologuing or inner monologuing. Considering that he's kind of crashing a parade.
You know, to be fair, again, he probably just blends right in with everyone. They're like, oh, that's a really cool, like, outfit.
Yeah.
Like, he's
yeah.
in the parade. He's just, like, minding his business. It's completely normal.
We then catch up to the rest of the team. They're far exceeding the safe limit for people in one, I assume, rented convertible. Like, how many people are in there?
A lot. Far too many.
6? There's a lot. It's too many.
No, some people are not wearing seatbelts. Let's just put it out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like... We're stacking people. Like, there's not enough seatbelts to go around. It's... Yeah. And Rogue and Belladonna have flown ahead for, I'm assuming, dramatic reasons.
They have very important things to discuss, okay?
Oh, yeah.
In the next episode of Real Housewives of Louisiana.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Oh, no. Basically.
I like it, like, Beast is kind of giving some shit here. But understandably, Gambit is a mite stressed about that particular situation, but his bigger priority does seem to be that he is more focused on getting to town to try to stop the fighting between the guilds.
Getting to town. That was a good one, too.
Talking to a new girl. What's the worst that could happen?
What did I say? What did you say? Get into town?
Getting to town.
Was that weird? Did I say it weird?
Well, I mean, it's a city.
Oh.
It's not a town. But that's what you... Listen,
Yeah.
I still say I gotta go up to town, and I'm talking about the Tampa area. So
I mean...
It's fine.
Like, I use that to refer to, like, Houston and stuff, too. Like, going into town. Okay,
Everything I do is
that
going
a
into
regional
town.
thing?
No, I say going into town
we
too,
say
but I
that.
live in the middle of fucking
Okay.
nowhere, so...
Well, I
Okay.
say I'm going
Okay.
to town, and it's a city centre.
Okay.
Okay,
I was
good.
confused.
Going up to town.
Going into town.
Going up to town.
The Texas came out a little bit, too.
Alright.
I can't pay attention with the purring. All I hear is purring.
I love it. It's therapeutic.
Good.
Therapy
He's got the
purrs.
loudest purr I've
Cute.
ever heard.
Cute.
Work it. So, back in town, the assassin is taking out another thief. He mentions here that they all have, like, a power of some kind. He's like, oh, what's your power? You all have one. Like, that has not been a consistent thing, right?
No, it has not. Especially,
Okay.
like, the generic Thieves Guild members, like in the...
Generic.
Like the Rogan Gambit... Was it the Rogan Gambit or Mr. and Mrs. X where they're fighting... Had to have Mr.
Yeah,
Mrs.
Mr.
X, where
Mrs.
they're
X,
fighting
yeah.
guild members, and some of them
Yeah.
seem fairly disposable and clearly without powers. So...
They were all red shirts, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a level. Maybe like the upper guild has like some power set, and then the peons don't. I would assume, maybe, but it's not specifically.
Yeah,
'Cause I
I
don't
felt
think-
like that was a weird thing.
I don't think Jean-Luc has any particular powers, right?
No, I
He's
think
just old.
the
not
like,
aging thing.
Yeah.
Yes, because they do the like it's not like full on immortality, but it like slows aging or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's what the power is. He's just.
Yeah, because if they all have one, like, what's yours? Like, it makes it sound like they're all like mutants. So I don't know.
Kind of.
I don't know if that was somebody being like, because to be fair, this is the first establishment of the Thieves Guild that we've had. So and this one's not like done by a writer that has been doing X-Men, I think, right? Because we're doing Ghost Rider, and the name hasn't sounded familiar to me.
Yeah.
But
At least
so
not
maybe
yet.
that's kind of a like. Yeah, so I mean, this maybe it was kind of like, oh, this was something that they were going to do in the first draft, and then it just didn't end up happening or something. That'd be my best guess. Anywho, so Ghost Rider then shows up to take revenge or vengeance rather, because that is his shtick, on the assassin. The assassin has also killed the thief's wife and their unborn baby, which that was it took a real dark turn, like, real fast in this particular issue. Like, It went from, like, murder to murdering unborn children. I'm like, damn, that got very dark very, very, very quickly. Yeah. So they fight, the assassin takes off, Ghost Rider takes off after him. He follows him into this, like, underground area where the assassins, like, allegedly have gathered, and they then reveal themselves to actually be the Brood.
Well, that was unexpected.
Someone's been to the bondage and spike shop again. for our favorite
These
villains.
outfits are weird.
Every time.
These outfits are fucking weird. Like, I know we
Same
just
shop.
talked about it.
Same shop. Same shop.
Yeah, they're all looks, I guess.
So, to go back on our tangent about the writer did eventually get to X-Men. But it was in the late 90s
but he
or
hasn't
early
done...
2000s. He's
Okay.
not yet, but he will eventually.
Okay.
So at this point, he was probably still fairly unfamiliar with them, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and like I said,
Thank you,
since we were
Wikipedia.
just establishing it.
Yeah.
Because we were just establishing it, it was probably like, hey, there's a Thieves Guild, and like, nobody has everything world mapped out from the get-go.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, I was just like, hey, on, wait, that hasn't been a consistent thing. Just wanted to double check. Okay, so the X-Men finally have all gotten to New Orleans. Rogue and Belladonna arrive, and apparently they've been comparing notes on Gambit. And he has a mole somewhere.
This was their very important discussion they needed to have. Also, I'm just saying, specifically, that mole has to be somewhere in some place where we have not seen on panel. So that has it narrowed down to a very specific region, right about hip little. we've seen his
I'm
legs.
curious where y'all think it is.
I
wanna
think it's
hear
on
y'all.
his butt.
I think it's on his butt, too.
I'm just
I wonder
holding
if
the
it's, like,
pineapple
heart-shaped
up
or
for your
something.
thoughts.
Nope. Yeah, that's valid. The thoughts are bad. But the words coming out were behaving, okay? But I'm
I
saying,
think
like,
he
we
has a butt mole.
have seen Gambit in basically a Speedo in certain panels, and it has not appeared anywhere else that is not covered by a Speedo. So it's somewhere in the realm of Speedo, which is not very large. In that general
I mean, it
vicinity.
could. So, given
What
his
if it's
reaction,
on like the little hip, the inner hip?
Okay, see that. Thank you. That's exactly where,
We
where
get
I
some
was about
pretty
to go
low
because,
pants.
like, so it could be on his
Insane.
hip, but also given his reaction of like, anyways, if it was on the hip, like that can be kind of sexy. Like he shut that down so fast. Like, butt is not as cute of a location, and like nobody wants to be like, oh yeah, I got a mole on my ass, you know. So I feel like it has to be in a more like embarrassing location.
This could be another poll question for our Instagram. Where do you think the mole is?
I would not open that up as an open poll.
I do have to say, I want to say on the Marvel Rivals Hellfire Gambit, he has a mole, looks like, on his hip. In the slutty little hip window. Let me see if I can bring it up.
Where is it?
Not like I have a bunch of these images saved on my phone or anything,
Same.
but I saw it and I was like, is that a nod to... Yep.
So
if you look
The
at
famous
this
mole.
particular, when they stop him, I don't know if I can get close enough.
Zoom and enhance.
It's in the little hip
Show me
window
the
right
slutty
here.
little hip windows.
Right closest to, like right there. There's a little tiny mole. See it?
I don't see
No.
it. That just looks
That's
like
what I was
the
saying.
muscles.
Weird.
It's like right above the hip line. There's like a little dot, just a tiny little dot.
Send it to me for research purposes.
okay, I'll give
For-
that to them. I'll
for
give that
research
to
purposes.
them.
And I was like, that may just be artifact on the art, but I was like, ha, they gave him the mole. Like, that's literally what I thought when I saw that.
I mean, that would be great.
Yeah. So now everyone's gonna be like super analyzing the Marvel Rivals screenshots I'm posting, but
I feel like if it was on his hip, like mole on, especially if it's like
But
low on the
it's-
hip, like that can be
it's
pretty
low.
sexy. Like he seemed embarrassed, so that's why I think butt.
all right, I'll give you the butt. Maybe he has two. Maybe he has a slutty little hip window mole and one on his ass.
Mhm.
Just saying, it could happen. Anyway, moving on.
Where
enough discussion.
Where am I? Okay. So yeah. So they they then move on from that topic and quickly track down the most recent victims. And Gambit immediately blames himself for not being there. He's like, it's my fault. Starting a pattern again for the next 30 years of not being there and how everything is his fault.
I still maintain that Gambit's longest relationship is his like guilt complex. Like that has been the most consistent
Yep.
thing in his life. Is just like he's always like, I am not worthy of things, and I'm guilty of so many bad things. And like realistically, you aren't that bad, bro. Like look at the rest of the people that you're there with. Like, none of them are angels. Everybody is complicated. Like, stop being so fucking hard on yourself. But,
Have you met Mystique yet?
He hasn't stopped doing that yet. He's still doing it as of, like, the last comic issue a couple of weeks ago. His true love there is his guilt complex.
So then, after we have this, they go into the assassin's den to confront them, the other assassins, and be like, "Stop this!" Only to find that the Brood are there instead, and they seem to have apparently killed the actual assassin.
So I do have to say, it was kind of helpful for the Brood to take out the Assassin's Guild. Like, for the Thieves Guild at least, it was very helpful. So, like, thanks, I guess?
Yeah, that works. So this fight against the Brood ensues. Belladonna and Gambit are like, they're going after them pretty hard. Like, they're like, oh man, they're like kicking their ass. But then, like, something ends up throwing Gambit back, like, significantly. And then we get the reveal that the Brood has infected Ghost Rider. And, well, shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that's a bad place to leave off, but we'll continue this on the next episode. So make sure you come back for that so we can figure out what the hell is happening here and what happened to Ghost Rider. That concludes our Gambit guide for the day, which brings us to everyone's favorite part, Smash or Pass. So over to you, Rayleigh.
Alright, so Smash or Pass, Gambit's picnic outfit.
Immediate smash.
Immediate smash, yeah. Not even,
the torn
not
shirt,
even a
isn't it?
thought in my head. Just immediate smash. It's the homage. Like, again, I do love crop top Gambit. Do not get me wrong, but like this version, as we've discussed, is very similar to crop top Gambit, and clearly that is a look that my brain loves. So I loved it then. I love it now. It is perfect. No notes.
I will even accept the jeans tucked into the cowboy boots, which is not my favorite, but I'll just not look down there.
Yeah, that's not a good idea either, because then like you're wearing cowboy boots to keep things out of your ankles, and then if you tuck your pants into your boots, everything that falls onto your pants goes right into your boot.
Goes into the boots.
Yep, defeats the whole purpose. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, my inner
tuck your
farm kid just
pants into
came
the
out
boots.
for a second. I'm like, that's a terrible idea. He's gonna get hay and all kinds of shit in there, but they're not even on a farm, so I don't know why.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
mean, they could be. Apparently, the mansion has, like, all sorts of interesting topography and whatnot.
Yeah, it's got a swimming pool, it's got a pond, it's got a cliff.
A cliff?
Cliff, yeah.
watch
They could
out for
have a
them
farm.
I'm not
cliffs.
sure.
They got,
I'm
like,
not
a
sure
forest.
where that cliff is, because when you like look at the overview of the mansion, it looks like it's on fairly fucking flat ground. But I digress. Anyway, that brings us to Charge to Card. Today's Charge to Card, Box Lunch has added a Gambit X-Men 97 football jersey. It is like basically a Gambit themed sports jersey. It has the number 97 on the back and like Gambit across where the name goes, and then it has like little glowing playing cards on it. It's actually super cute. I specifically bought this because during football season we are allowed to wear football clothes to work on like game days, and I'm literally just going to be like, it's a fucking football jersey, come at me. That's exactly how it's happening. I'm just gonna... It counts, right? I feel like it counts. Anyway, it's available in sizes extra small through 4XL for $59.90. It's open for pre-order now on Box Lunch, and it will ship in mid-May. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, it actually looks super cute. It's open to all genders, because it's, it's Gambit, and he likes like stuff that goes for Gambit goes for everybody. It's just equal opportunity there. Just saying, with the outfits.
With the
for
outfits?
comic spotting, for comic spotting, May 13th, Uncanny X-Men number 28 is coming out. We have Gambit on the main cover and on 2 variants. Federico Sabatani and Paco Medina did 2 variants. They have kind of like this dragon wing thing happening, and I'm interested to see if that's going to happen in the comics or if that's just a fancy cover art to get us to buy it. On May 19th,
It'll work.
It's a good look actually. I was like, I'm not mad about it. May 19th, X-Men: The Trial of Gambit Omnibus comes out. Again, that's probably pretty depressing for most of us. However, I will probably pick it up because I think I like collecting omnibuses, and we don't have a lot of them of Gambit. So
It is important. It's just a
It's
depressing
infuriating for me.
you're just like, I'm not gonna read it. It's just trauma for all of us from the early 90s that they're just rehashing for more trauma. X-Men of Apocalypse number 4 is delayed until June 3rd. It was supposed to come out May 20th, so sorry guys, that keeps happening to that particular run, so that's going to come out a little bit later. On May 20th, we have X-Men United number 3, which is coming out. Gambit has been appearing in that in limited context, but he's still in it. And then the finale of Rogue number 5, for her little mini here, is coming out. And I presume he will be in that because he was in the first issue. So I assume that she'll come back to the house, and he will probably be in it. But I will let you guys know.
She
Check the
better
spoiler
come
zone.
back to the house.
Yeah, check the spoiler zone. We will have images up there pretty much the day before the comic releases because I get my digital copies Tuesday night, so I usually will drop them in before Wednesday morning. For actor spotting, Alessandro Giuliani is going to be at MCM London May 22nd through the 24th. Again, as I mentioned, me and Vonnie will also be at MCM London. So if you guys are in the UK or are going to MCM, find us. I will have Punker Ducky stuff. We will have Gambit Spotting stickers. And I will have some Romy Nation stuff also there. We are also planning a meetup there. I think we have a time slot basically narrowed down. I will announce it for sure, the time slot, on our next episode, but we are going to do a Rogue and Gambit meetup, probably between the X-Men meetup and the Marvel meetup, somewhere around that general area and time frame. So for those of you that are going to MCM London, we're trying to get all of the Gambit and Rogue cosplayers together, and we will have Romy Nation bracelets and stickers and stuff to give out to you. So if you are there, please come find us, come to the meetup. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that brings us to the end of our episode today. Thank you, Vonnie, again for going down the rabbit hole with the Bishop the Last X-Men comic. That was
You
very
are welcome.
helpful.
Taking
I'm
one
glad
for
we
the
at least
team.
have a synopsis now of what happened in that, other than just the 2-sentence blurb that we got on the Marvel database. So applaud Vonnie. Yay, that was very helpful.
Yay, Bonnie!
Yay. And, we have more Brood of the Big Easy to come up next, so we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.